Hey team, hope everybody's having a great day. We have a good one here on EUR.AUD. Let's start on the monthly as usual. We've identified our zone and our uptrend. Why is that? Well, we see buy sensitivity, which has become sell sensitivity on a horizontal level. We also see a respected higher low, so we identify our uptrend. Okay, so now let's talk about flow. We see our higher time frame push to the downside. We see our higher time frame exhaustion, and after exhaustion, as price usually does, it goes into consolidation. What's happening here is this consolidation looks to be coming to an end as price is now starting to get squeezed. Another thing to store in our minds is how strong this sell pressure really is. Price is going to have a hard time breaking to the upside. So now let's take it down a time frame for a closer look. All right, we've taken it down to the weekly, and as usual, we try to identify our mid-range zone. Now, this sensitivity goes way back, even though it doesn't look like it's respecting it too much here on the last push down. So after identifying our zones, we can now talk flow. We see a strong push to the upside. Sellers entered the market as expected. This is the first wave of sell sensitivity, which caused this impulse move. Price came back for a retest on the higher time frame. Second wave of sellers entered the market, confirming that sellers are not going to let buyers break its monthly zone to the upside just yet, meaning that we're likely going to see a retest of either its mid-range zone or potentially another lower high. Before taking it down another time frame, I want to take a look at price action. Now, what do you notice here? First thing I notice is how strong this bullish engulfing candle is to begin its exhaustion, because here we have a push, which means now we are coming into exhaustion. This means that even though we have a potential higher time frame push to the downside, we may be able to capitalize on an exhaustion before then looking short. Before taking it down another time frame, here's some pattern recognition. I notice a potential head and shoulders, which means that if price does complete its exhaustion, it's likely going to see a change in direction, which means sell sensitivity entering the market at shoulder height. So now let's take it down another time frame. After taking it down a time frame, as usual, we identify our mid-range zone. Now, the reason why this mid-range zone is important is because we see buy and sell sensitivity, meaning that after this push, we know that there's an exhaustion and we're looking for area sensitivity for that reversal, meaning that we're likely going to see our first wave of buy orders at mid-range zone. So let's talk about entry one, which is a safe play in what I require to enter a trade. Here's that bullish engulfing candle we see on the higher time frame. So that is a significant move, and that's called a push. What's after a push? That's right, an exhaustion, which means we're waiting for exhaustion, which has begun. All right, let's simplify. Here's that bullish engulfing candle. That's a significant move and is considered a push. Now, do we enter at a completion of a push? No, we don't. We enter at a completion of exhaustion. So here exhaustion has begun, and we're looking for our next area of sensitivity, which is where buyers would enter the market for our next continuational push to the upside to complete our next shoulder for our head and shoulders pattern. So by simply identifying area sensitivity, this trade becomes very, very simple. Here's that push. We are now in exhaustion. We're going to see buy sensitivity at its mid-range zone. That means we're looking long at our mid-range zone. For entry, we're going to take it down to the 4-hour time frame. We're waiting for double confirmation. Price is going to make its way to its mid-range zone. It's going to see an impulse move to the upside due to buy sensitivity. Do we enter on our first impulse move? No, we don't. We always wait for double confirmation. So after price comes down to test this mid-range zone and we see buy sensitivity, we're going to see price make an impulse move. Now, this impulse move is a push, which means we wait for exhaustion to retest its mid-range zone and a second wave of buy sensitivity to confirm that we have enough momentum, enough energy to take us up to finish our shoulder pattern. Okay, so here's entry one in simplicity. Stay patient, wait for price to reach its mid-range zone. We're going to see an impulse move due to buy sensitivity. This is a push. Wait for our exhaustion back to our mid-range zone. Wait for that second wave of buy sensitivity, which will be notified by price action, so a bullish engulfing candle close or a significant pin bar before our entry to the upside. All right, so that's it for our signal today. But before you leave, I'm doing Skype calls once a week. That's why I brought in Diego and Robert. It gives me more time to get to know the team. I want to get to know people on a personal level, say hi. So when Robert comes out with the schedule, make sure to book your slot. And thank you to everybody who booked last week. It was a pleasure getting to know many of you. And, it adds another level, and I'm really happy to start doing this.